That would be my career of choice if I could pick it right now. Editing can take anywhere, I would say, between like 6 to 8 hours per video. I want to start getting into writing. I would love to write my own show. It's just kind of surreal. That was really what inspired me to keep going.
Hello everyone, I am here today with Dylan Nalbandian, a skit comedian on TikTok and other platforms. Dylan, can you go ahead and introduce yourself, tell everyone a little bit about what you do?
Yeah, hi, I'm a content creator on TikTok and Instagram, and I've been an actor since I was a kid, and then started to get into social media, and yeah, that's the general gist. I'm sure we'll talk more.
Awesome, yeah. What inspired you originally to get into short form content?
It kind of just happened, and I continued with it, and I grew to really like and love it. I didn't know what I was doing at first. I was sent home from college in the beginning of COVID, and I just started making like short form videos for fun. And then one hit one day, and I was like, maybe I should keep up with this since it doesn't seem like we're coming back to like any sort of normalcy anytime soon, and I had nothing but time on my hands. And then just seeing that I could do something on my own with my own creativity without like auditioning or doing something like that was really what inspired me to keep going.
Yeah, and when you did start developing like a larger following over time, how did that feel for you?
I feel very grateful, but still to this day, just because like I started kind of getting big during COVID, I wasn't going out, and when I was going out, I was usually masked up. That I don't feel like it has changed like the way I go about my life. I mean, I definitely have a decent following on TikTok, but I'm not an Alex Earl, Noah Beck type where I'm getting stopped on the street all the time. Like it happens every now and then, and I think it's really fun when it does happen. But it's been pretty like, I feel like a nice and easy integration into like the world of being in the public eye, where I still feel like I have a lot of my own privacy, which I really appreciate.
Right, of course. Do you have any like fun stories of getting recognized in public anytime you weren't like expecting it and it happened?
A lot of the time they remember me from my like the videos I first started with, because I started with doing Disney shows so I get like every now and then people do know my name, and I'm really impressed. But a lot of times they're like, oh, you're the kid that does the Disney videos and stuff like that. So that's always funny. I do feel like I can usually tell when someone recognizes me and they don't come up to me, and I get like social anxiety. So like I'll be in a store or at a restaurant or something, and like you just make the eye contact. But I also can't be the person to be like, do you recognize me? Like it just... So then I'm just like in a weird game. I'm like, are you gonna come up to me? Because then I'm now very like self-aware of everything I'm doing and aware that you may approach me. So I guess if you do see me, just come up to me and say hi. I love to talk to people and get to know you.
Similar situations have happened with me. I've only been like outwardly approached one time with someone being like, I know you from TikTok, but I have been messaged several times after like a convention. People will be like, hey, I saw you at that convention. And I was like, you could have said hi.
Yeah.
I'm not a monster, I swear. But yeah, you were mentioning you were getting recognized a lot for your Disney content, which is like a huge thing you started off with, to the point where a lot of like Disney Channel actors and actresses are following you on your platforms, and even like the Disney Channel Instagram, I know is following your Instagram. What was it like to get those follow notifications, and also has it like impacted the way you make your content at all?
No, not really. Some of like the Disney Channel like actors themselves that followed me have, I think, started following me because they actually met me in real life, just because of some of like our paths have crossed. I'm not sure if they necessarily knew my videos before, or if they did, they just didn't really bring it up. The Disney Channel follow on Instagram was pretty like iconic, and I was just like, oh my god, like it's just kind of surreal. I don't think it's changed my content that much. Like I think if people were to see my page, obviously it's a parody and it's out of love. I eventually transitioned out of the Disney Channel shows just because I felt like it ran its course a little bit, and maybe I'll go back and do something similar to it at another point. But no, the main changes in my content have more just been from me wanting to be creative in another way and continue to like just be fresh and new. But yeah, no, all the Disney people I have met are very nice.
Yeah, I'm really glad no one's being like bitter about it or taking your parodies like
I
too
mean, if they are, it hasn't been brought to my attention.
So a lot of those videos and a lot of your new ones, it's like pretty clear to tell that a lot of like time and effort went into them. How much time and effort do you typically put into your videos? I know with a lot of your old like Disney Channel ones, there would just be various stacks of food in the opening, and I'm curious if you like go on shopping sprees just to like prepare for these videos.
I do, yeah. The Disney ones were definitely quicker to film. I would be able to probably film them in about an hour because it was usually 2 or 3 characters and it was just on a tripod and it was all in the same like kind of setup area. So it was really easy to get them just shot and then out. But I definitely do, for all of my videos, I've always done like, what do I need for this video? And then I do go shopping a lot. So like Target, Amazon, like wherever, Michael's, like a bunch of stores where I can get supplies. The videos I do now, they definitely take a lot longer. Like the whole process of it all takes a lot longer. Writing can be quick or slow. It just depends on like the ideas that are coming to mind. Filming, I usually try to split them into 2 days because my mom helps me film a lot, or I'll have friends help me, and I try to be cautious of their time. So a video probably takes about 4 to 5 hours to film, I would say, and I split it into 2 days. So we do about 2.5 hours. And then editing probably takes the longest. Sometimes it can go quick, but just like getting all the cuts and then trying to find music that goes with it, it can just take a while. So editing can take anywhere, I would say, between like 6 to 8 hours per video.
I'm glad you're sticking through and continuing to do that. Have you ever had like any videos that you put a lot of work into that you think like, oh, this one has the potential to be really successful, and then it just like gets no interaction, like the algorithm just doesn't like it for some reason? Or have you had the opposite happen where you put like not a lot of effort and you're just like, this qualifies as a video, and then it suddenly blows up?
I mean, for sure on both. I think like I feel like I'm a pretty harsh judge of myself. Like I'm very critical and can be like a perfectionist with the thing. So I would say it's more, I'll be like, I don't think this video is gonna do well, and then I put it out and I'm like, oh, it's doing a lot better than I thought. I feel like I have a pretty good tell when I just don't think it's gonna do very well, just because it might be a little different from some of my videos, or the like comedy isn't as in your face. But it varies. There's been on both ends, just I've been surprised, but usually more than not, I'm like happily surprised. Whenever I've tried new content and I'm in my head about it, it usually does well because people want to see something new and fresh, and so that inspires me to be like, okay, I don't have to stick to the same shtick all the time. I can try new things, and if it fails, it fails, and I can go back and either reevaluate what could be better, or just say maybe this isn't for my channel, or I can see it does well and I can keep improving upon that too.
Yeah, no, it's really great when you're able to expand and do new things and like still have an audience that enjoys it, because I know a lot of people get like caught in a trap where they end up making the same kind of video until they just like disappear as a creator and everyone forgets them.
Yeah, I felt like I was kind of getting close to that with like the Disney stuff. There was like a period of time where I was like, it's a little stale and my channel needed like a revamp. So I totally get that.
What do your creative endeavors outside of TikTok look like? I know you were in a movie at one point, a Tubi movie, if that's how you say the name. What was that process like, being like involved in acting outside of social media?
Yeah, I mean, I started as an actor, mostly in theater, so that's my main goal. Like, I'm using social media to help get me inside the industry and get me more opportunities, and just it's, for me, a way to put my face out there. So doing that movie was a lot of fun. It was within like the first year I moved up to LA. I'm still like breaking down a lot of those industry doors and trying to get people to like take a chance on me. But yeah, that was fun. We shot that movie really quickly. It was only about 2.5 weeks. A lot of my stuff, unfortunately, got cut on the editing room floor. So I think I'm in one like quick scene, and then you see me in like little bits here and there, just kind of in the background, or a lot of it takes place on a bus because it's a school trip kind of movie. So it was really fun. I met some really cool people. Some are still really close friends of mine. So yeah, it was a really good experience, and I'm just hoping more of that comes my way. So like in the meantime, outside of social media, I audition quite a bit. I want to start getting into writing. I would love to write my own show. I think that would be
Oh,
a
yeah.
smart way to get myself in some of these rooms that I'm struggling to get in right now. And yeah, I mean, I've always feel like I've been a creative person, and that's why I love social media because it allows me to do it. But I do want to start doing some more long form stuff.
Do you have any like specific plans on what kind of show you might want to make?
I would love to do like, I love comedy. I mean, I love all the genres, but I think comedy is just more fun. So I'd love to do a show like Hacks or Nobody Wants This. Those are two of my favorite shows. I love like A White Lotus. I don't know if that's something I could technically write, but I would love to be in a show like that. But yeah, I mean, if I were to write a show, it would probably be more on like the 30-minute comedy side, kind of sitcom-y, but not like the laugh track sitcom.
Right, right.
Or Have I Ever is another good example. I loved that show.
Awesome. Yeah. With the videos you have made, do you have any that stand out as like a favorite to make or a least favorite to make?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them are really fun. I've been starting to film more in LA, which has been a new thing for me. I just like was afraid to shoot in public for a while, especially because like I wear the wigs and stuff, and I don't know. I feel like I have a lot of social anxiety. So I've been trying to like slowly start filming out there, but the ones I have shot in LA have done well, and so it's encouraging. I did like every Horse Girl movie. My friend has a horse in LA, and we were able to shoot at like their public stables, and so that was really fun, and that one did really well. So that's definitely one of my favorites. One of my favorites is I did every documentary self-produced by a pop star. So just some of the more like laugh in your face, or did that make sense? In your face funny.
Yeah.
In your face funny videos are a lot more fun to film. I like doing like the little darker ones where it's kind of funny, like if you kind of read in between the lines of it, I guess a little bit. But the ones where I can kind of improv a little more tend to be my favorite.
I get that for sure. In addition to the TV show you're talking about potentially writing or your other creative endeavors you've mentioned, what does your future look like in social media, acting, etc.? Where do you plan to go from here?
The long-term goal is to really get into the film and TV industry and have that be like my career. That would be my career of choice if I could pick it right now. But I love social media and I don't see it going anywhere for me. Like the social media side of things and the industry are like really intertwining right now. And so I just see like one helps the other. So when I do get my break on the other end of things, it'll just help my social media. And I want to be able to like do both. I've now been doing this for 5 years, and I don't want to just like one day leave my audience high and dry. Like it's been such, it's meant a lot to me, and it's been so helpful for me that I just couldn't stop doing it. And the business is really fickle as it is. So like I could book something and think it might do well, and then it could totally flop. And then like I still want to have social media to be creative and have it as an outlet. So I'm hoping just I can, really intertwine them, maybe start showing videos if I am on set, like a little behind the scenes of what that's like. And I think there's just a lot of cool things I could do if I get those opportunities. So I'm really using my 20s on social media to help get me there. And then I'm hoping by my 30s, I have my feet in the ground and I'm a little more sturdy in that side of things, but I don't see either one leaving.
That would be awesome. Yeah, they're both really great creative outlets, and you're doing a great job from everything I've seen. So I definitely wish you the best of luck in pursuing everything you want to pursue, and I hope it all goes as well as it can go.
Thank you. You as well.